In the last 2 months, I have cruised 4 times and basically only paid port taxes and fees. Today I'm going to be sharing how I scored these free sailings, as well as revealing how many more cruises I have booked for the rest of this year. I will be breaking down exactly what I have booked, how much I paid, and the kind of offers I received, and how you too can basically cruise for nothing and without being a high roller. Hi, I'm Tracy. I retired early last year so that I could pursue my passion of cruising and to basically live at sea 50% of the time, all thanks to casino comps. So in this chart, I'm going to be breaking down the 4 cruises that I just finished in June and July, as well as revealing how many more cruises I have booked coming up. So here is a recap of the 4 cruises that I finished in June and July. 2 were on Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas, going to Alaska. And then the other 2 were in the Caribbean on Virgin Voyages, Valiant Lady, and Celebrities Beyond. They were all 4 balconies, 7-night cruises. I did my casino challenge where I had $700 for the full week. That was supposed to ideally last me the full 7 days. So on 2 of the cruises, it did last me the full 7 days. On 2 of them, it did not. So I definitely was up on 2 of the cruises. I won significantly on Royals Anthem, $3,000, Valiant, $1.8 thousand. So great sellings on those. I did earn future cruise on all 4 of the cruises, anywhere from an ocean view balcony up to a junior suite, along with some free play. When you look at the cruise fare that I paid, you'll see that I pretty much only paid port fees and taxes. And so I paid a total of $1,000 for the 4 cruises, but I got $400 back on onboard credit. Not a bad deal. So now let's see, what do I have booked for the rest of the year? Here we go. I've got 6 upcoming cruises for September through December on Carnival, Princess, Royal, and MSC. I'm going to start off at the end of September on the Horizon, and I'll end in December on the MSC Seascape. I'm going to do 42 days at sea. I'm going to be staying in balconies, except for on the Royal, I actually scored a grand suite, even though it is just for 3 days. All of these are casino comps. Some of them are very nice in that they're going to have the drinks anywhere on the ship, and then they'll have free play and onboard credit. And then on the Princess one, I have $1,500 in free play plus $400 in onboard credit and drinks in the casino, which is by far the most generous free play I've ever had before. So I'm going to end with MSC Seascape, which is a UR Comp meetup event. And that will be a small group hosted by UR Comp, and we'll have group activities. I get $400 onboard credit as well as the drinks in the casino. Those are always a fun time. My offers come from mail offers from Carnival. I have a casino bounce back, which just means it's a certificate I earned on a previous cruise with Princess, as well as the UR Comp is an online site that I go through. You look at the cruise fares I'm paying, they're very minimal. 3 are solo cruises, 3 are with my husband. But total, it's only $2,590, of which we get $1,400 back in onboard credit. So dirt cheap, especially when you look at the normal promotional pricing, which is over $13,000. So huge savings. Definitely worthwhile. The key is to get on the mailing list for the cruise casinos. So this is just an example of all the mail offers that I got while I was gone on my last 2 cruises. So you'll see that I'm getting mail pretty much every day from one of the cruise lines with offers. So it's a, nonstop. And then I pretty much get the same offers, if not more, through my email. So, and all of that is because I'm on the mailing list. Since I play on pretty much all the cruise lines in the casino, once you really start playing in a casino, it gets your name on their email list, and you'll start getting promotional flyers and offers from the casinos. So the key is to play a little bit each day. And, you know, I personally set a budget of $700 for a 7-night selling. Everybody else has their own comfort levels. So, but that's what works for me. And I play a little bit each night before, or like after the late show gets done, I'll head to the casino and play for a couple of hours. So, but that kind of level of play and recycling all my winnings is able to build points. And then that's what got me on all these mailing lists. So another way is through YouAreComped, which is an online website that you can go to. It's a great team of folks. And what they do is they basically will take your offer from one casino that you've got, whether that's a land-based casino or a cruise ship casino, and they will status match you with all the other cruise brands. And you'll see from this list, they participate with all the major cruise lines. So it's a great way to try some new lines. I've used them quite a bit to try some cruise lines that I might not have tried otherwise. So they're a great company. I highly recommend that you use them, as well as you can status match directly with some of the cruise lines. So here's just a couple of examples. Where you can go to their websites and you just upload a picture of one of your other offers that you have from both a land-based or cruise line casino, and they can status match you. So you can end up getting a similar free cabin with this cruise line. So I've done that with Princess and MSC personally. It worked very easy. And like I said, it was very quick too. I just uploaded it, and usually that same day I was already status matched with an offer on a similar cabin on their ship. So it's a great way to try some new lines. So I do highly recommend that. Now I love cruising. It's just when I am cruising, I do enjoy playing in the casino. That's just one of the many entertainment options that I enjoy on the ship. So what works good for me is that I kind of set this challenge in that I have a $700, and then once it's gone, it's gone. And then I go enjoy the many other options of entertainment on the ship. So it's not hard for me to walk away. And that way it keeps me from sinking a ton of money into the casino, just because I love cruising. So I can always find something to keep myself busy. So the key here is, if you want to try something similar to this, is, never gamble more than what you can afford. So remember, playing in the casino is just a form of entertainment. It just has the perk of potentially earning you free cruises. So, but it's still entertainment. So play what you can afford, and when your budget's gone, it's gone. Just go enjoy something else on the ship, because like I said, cruise ships are wonderful. There's many things to do. So I hope you found this helpful. I do have other videos on my channel that go into more detail on my particular playing strategy. So please check out my channel. I just started it 3 months ago, so I am still new at this. So I hope you subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching. Bye.